The real true assholes. Y'all think this is some kind of fucking game, don't you? I can tell you now, the games are over. The games are over. Oh, man. So let's see what else we can get into. I just got to be careful with certain names or things that people come up with in there. Pardon me 1 second. Pardon me. All right, I'm back. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm just getting used to this again. It's been a while since I've been on StreamYard, where I'm able to, change pictures around, add background music. I'm working on downloading videos. That way I can actually show the video. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I'm back. Yeah, it's I'm really boggled by the whole situation, but at the same time, it's like I don't like when people victimize others, especially people who have been through trauma, and how trauma actually, like I said before, can actually, make a person believe anything they're told, especially if they have not worked on it. And SA is not a game. And yes, childhood alters, that are created. This stuff is real. This stuff is definitely real. But nobody, they just want to sit there and point fingers. But I always say it, once you point fingers, 3 fingers come pointing back at you. Like a young lady, I'm not going to speak of her name because she doesn't need the attention from the type of people that I got to deal with on my stream when she's already dealing with the shit that she's dealing with and is legit. I'm going to tell you that right now, 100% legit. I don't care for you people out there saying that she photoshopped, she did this, she did that. You know what? Well, y'all can think what you want to think. But see, when y'all sit there and say, oh, well, the story don't, I don't want to hear it. It's because you're not getting the clicks. You're not getting the views. You are, because you're taking it from other people and, you're resurfacing it on your channel, which, happens all the time. I mean, I'm sure this live will be taken. My words will be, minced. And to be honest, I really don't care. Haters are going to hate. It's better to just participate and, not be a part of the problem, but be a part of the fucking solution. And, I'm going to try to work on my language, but it's just, sometimes I get a little worked up behind this type of stuff because I feel people's pain. I am empathic. I can feel pain. I can look at a picture. I can watch somebody on a video and I can feel what that person has been through and when they're being truthful. I've spoken about a lot of my truth on the internet, and you know what? It got me nowhere. Shit, it didn't even get me clicks. It didn't even get me views. I never got none of that. All these other YouTubers, they were strapping their cash apps to my lives, to my videos. So if you're new to this channel, just know if you get swiped to another channel, it is not my channel. It is someone else streaming it, making fun of me in the comments, saying horrible, horrendous shit that is totally illegal. And you know what? I have worked on myself. But you know what? As I say, I worked on myself. I continue to work on myself. When I'm wrong, I admit I am wrong. And I will admit it. It takes a man or a woman to be strong to tell the truth. It takes a weakling to continue to lie or say horrible things about other people like myself. Making up shit that you don't even fucking know, acting like, I mean, if it's not one thing, it's another thing. If it's not one thing, it's another thing. And for those that have said, oh, well, this has been spoken about for 30 and 40 plus years, whatever, you know, like people have been talking about this. Yeah, but people were afraid to come forward. You know why? Come on now. And everybody's like, well, all these people are coming out of the woodworks. Well, maybe something did happen to some of those people. You don't know that. You don't know that. I don't know that. I'm just not going to speak on certain things that I know and that I don't know. Because really, what's the sense of getting up here and allowing y'all to just target me some more for speaking my truth? At the end of the day, God judges. Not man, not woman. God judges. So, people, though, on the other hand, are very toxic. There's a lot of toxic people out there. A lot. Hateful. Vengeful. I'm surprised none of them popped in this chat yet. I'm actually happy. I guess their junkie asses are fucking sleeping right now. Because that's what they are. They're just a bunch of junkies that get behind a screen and play a role. You understand? It's called, they role play. That's what they do. They role play for clicks and views. Oh, and to cash, in on, people's, stories. And they just target people. That's what they do. People have spoken about this stuff being targeted, it's got to stop. It's gotta, somebody's gotta, stand for it. And I'm standing up and I'm standing against people who are going to just sit there and cyberbully others for no apparent reason. And if it continues, I will get cease and desist letters. And I will start handing them out. I will. And anyone else out there, there's already people out there getting hit with them. There's already people out there getting sued. There's already people out there, Listen, it's just best to keep your personal information to yourself. Other than if you're doing an interview with somebody and, preferably, honestly, I think pre-recorded interviews are a lot better because then you have full control. And then, you can put it in certain places that, certain people will not find it. There's a whole bunch of different ways. There's a whole bunch of tactics. With that being said, there's a lot to be spoken about. But pardon me 1 second. All right. So, for the listeners that listen later on, definitely leave a comment. Let me know what you feel about this whole situation. Because I'm interested in knowing. And also, I'm not on here to poke at anyone, because I know the feeling. And there are a lot of haters out there. And, I hear content creators sitting there and saying, there's other white parties. All kinds of people have white parties. Okay, so it doesn't just have to be a Diddy white party. It could have been something else. You never know. Trauma acts on the brain and causes you to, react and act on, you create a story. You create a story. It's kind of like branding yourself, but you don't even realize that you're branding yourself for the whole internet to start, campaigning against you and saying that you're a liar and saying that you're this and saying that you're that. But meanwhile, they're sitting there at the same time saying, oh, you need help, or, oh, you need to see a therapist. But yet they're sitting there and they're destroying your character, Lamisha. They are destroying your character. It has been done to me countless times. I can't count how many times it's been done to me. This stuff literally almost pushed me off the ledge. And I'm not talking about this here. I'm just letting you know what I experienced. How people will take your words, they will turn your words around just because they're looking for clicks and views. That's all it is. That's all it is. And yeah, they're going to contact lawyers. And yeah, they're going to contact the law enforcement. And yeah, they're going to do shit like that because they have nothing better to do. Because YouTube is their fucking life. You don't have to be that way, Lamisha. And I'm saying that out of full respect, care, and concern. These YouTubers love to muddy the waters like nobody's business. Every single one of them, it seems. I've been called pedophile. I've been called I've been called everything in the book. Let me tell you something though. Remain strong.